joined today by Michael Shelby, Managing Director of Babylon Pump and Power, stock code BPP. Michael, thanks for your time.
My pleasure.
Are you able to tell us a little bit about Babylon and its operations and divisions?
Babylon Pump and Power is the listed entity that compromises 3 operating divisions and 3 segments. The 3 segments are Babylon Operations, operating out of Perth, that specializes in diesel maintenance and specialty rental. Prime Power Queensland, which specializes in diesel maintenance. And our newest acquisition is Ausblast, which operates in WA, and they provide specialty industrial services.
So the company recently announced its full year 21 results. How did you think the company performed, and were you happy?
We're very happy with the overall revenue growth and client engagement. We're not satisfied with the profitability that we showed for the year, but that was a direct result of a strategic move with market feedback that we made to transition to a service exchange business model on the diesel maintenance side of the business. With that, we've invested in some capacity in building some finished cores ready for client use in a service exchange model. That allows us to be nimble, respond to client needs, and position ourselves for growth in FY22. We've already seen a few of those engines mobilized to site to satisfy clients' needs, and that's there in turn brought in rebuild programs for us for the future and for the financial year.
So what you're essentially saying is you invested to get the product ready, so when the client called for it, it was ready to go.
Yes, downtime for our clients is key. And if we can minimize that downtime and show that we're nimble and able to respond, that's how we win business. So if a client has a critical event on site and they have an engine or a digger down, we have engines ready to go in a service exchange to get them back up and running. Also, when clients are able to plan ahead and schedule maintenance, we are still nimble in that we want to rebuild their assets, rebuild their cores so they can maintain control of their assets.
So clients must be happy with this new approach. Are you seeing already benefits coming from clients?
Yes, we've engaged new clients in the fact that we've had engines ready to go and components ready to go, as well as the feedback of certainty from clients to know that they can rely on us to fulfill their needs. So overall, the response has been great.
Talk about operations and clients. Operationally, how's the business going, and how's your engagement with those tier 1 clients that all service companies chase?
The majority of our business is with the tier 1 guys. So the top iron ore miners have historically been our largest clients. We're transitioning now to more gold and lithium as well. And also we're able to spread geographically where we're doing business here in WA with clients. We have clients on the East Coast that those relationships that we've built here, we're able to fulfill from the East Coast base as well. So we're able to now provide a true nationwide service with field service, with rental equipment, and with diesel maintenance services.
You have announced lower than expected revenues out of Prime Power in Queensland. Why was that?
Well, we're transitioning that business from a smaller reactionary type business to a more proactive client prepared business. Based on market feedback, we needed to have service exchange engines ready for client use. So we've increased our capacity, invested a bit over there, and invested in our core engines to be able to have engines built, ready to go for immediate client need. That's taken some of our capacity, and that's provided a little bit of a blip in the profitability for this year, but we feel like we'll return to profitability and exceed expectations in years to come based on this decision.
Given the groundwork and the investment you've put into Prime Power, how quickly do you think it can move up in a revenue point of view?
Well, here in the first quarter of FY22, we've already seen results. We've mobilized engines to client sites, and we have a budget across the board showing a return to profitability. And with that, we're meeting our budget here in the first quarter, and we feel like we have sustained success going forward.
So that investment in Prime Power is yielding results already?
Yes. Sometimes small investments or large investments have a bit of a moment of pain. We've been through that moment of pain, but we feel like that going forward we will have a great return.
Now you've got other divisions other than that part of your business. What should investors be looking for from all your divisions going forward?
Well, what's really exciting is our newest acquisition, Ausblast. So Ausblast came on board right at the end of last financial year and wasn't much of a contributor to the results. But with that, we've seen significant opportunities for those guys in the upcoming months and quarters. We're starting to get commitments for client work in Q2 and beyond, and we feel like getting that business back up running to full speed with full utilization of the equipment and doing the site services that are shutdown based, we feel like that will be a significant contributor both for revenue and profitability in the year to come.
Was that acquisition and how it fits into the business really an opportunity to own more of the client relationship?
Exactly. Our touch points across the client are across all three business segments. So when we go to site, we actually may be doing rental business on site for dewatering, power generation. We could also be providing industrial services and also diesel maintenance services as well. So having more touch points, being able to get our people on site interacting with the client, we feel like puts our best foot forward.
You're talking to the clients and you're talking to the people on the ground. What's the next 12, 18, 24 months look like for Babylon from a client perspective?
From a client perspective, we're making a great effort to broaden our base. Traditionally, we've been fairly iron ore heavy. We're broadening out into lithium, gold, nickel, and other minerals to try to broaden our base. But we feel like our biggest uptake continues to be with the large guys, the big operators or the tier 1 service clients as well. We feel like we can continue to grow, be of good value to those guys, and ingrain ourselves for further growth across the board.
For businesses like Babylon, it's all about the pipeline. It's how many clients you've got, how much work you've got, what does the pipeline look like? Now, you can't give us a prediction and you can't give us a forecast, but what does the pipeline look like and how visible are you seeing work coming down the pipeline?
We're starting to gain visibility as we grow. As we become more ingrained on client sites, we're able to engage the client sooner and we're starting to see further and further out to their needs. Right now, it's unprecedented time with our quoting and responding to client opportunities. We have significant contracts, significant proposals outstanding, which we expect, you're never going to win them all, but if we win a couple of them, we're such a small guy that they'll have a material impact going forward. So we are excited the fact that we're able to now have a spot at the table and put our best case forward, and we feel like winning a few of these in the future will really set up the company for, again, sustained, continued growth. And we're very happy and very optimistic just to be in this spot to be able to do that.
People who look at industrials look at big companies, the Monadelphuses, the McMahons, the Parentis, those sort of groups. Now, you're clearly not that size, but is that the aspiration?
Yes, we need scale. We're not going to do it overnight, but continue to keep clients first and foremost, continue to deliver, we're going to grow. We are in a capital-intensive business, but we're trying to manage our growth in a slow and steady rate. We will need to invest in more assets. It's based on client needs. As clients need more, we will invest to put our best foot forward to fulfill their needs. One day we might be that billion-dollar company. We have a ways to go, but never say never.
So people who may look at Babylon as an engine business really don't understand the growth that sits in this business, the opportunity that sits in the business, and the tier 1 relationships you have that will see this business continue to deliver over and over again.
We're still in our infancy. We have a long way to go. We feel like we're building credibility with our clients month after month, quarter after quarter, and we're seeing that with increased opportunities on site with clients. And it's not just opportunities in the traditional business segment. We're getting overlap to be able to bring other business segments to the client sites. So gaining their trust and fulfilling their needs, doing what we say we're going to do, just doing the basics, we're able to grow at a steady pace with more to come.
A steady business, a safe set of hands, solid growth potential. Mike, thanks for your time.
Thank you.